China is a state party to this convention. It's made concrete efforts to combat corruption in the past decade. By the end of November, China's Operation Skynet had brought back over 800 corrupt officials who fled abroad and recovered 1.2 billion yuan, or about 180 million US dollars. Operation Skynet is curbing the flight of corrupt officials. An increasing number of countries have actively cooperated, saying they will not harbor such fugitives. Wang Tongxuan has more.
As a global challenge, anti-corruption asks for cross-border cooperation, and China has been actively involved in this.
China cannot stand out of the big picture of international anti-corruption cooperation. We've signed anti-corruption memoranda with over 20 countries, and we've actively participated in multilateral mechanisms and forums to discuss such cooperation. And China is actively playing a leading role in this.
Chasing fugitives and recovering dirty money is a key part of the cooperation. In 2014, a Beijing Declaration on Anti-Corruption was passed at the APEC meeting held in the city, the first international anti-corruption initiative drafted by China. Of the 8 items, 6 are about enhancing cooperation in this regard.
We need the cooperation of other countries while chasing down criminals who have fled abroad and hunting money. Whether these countries are active and whether their laws are close to ours is important. We are now making efforts in this regard with relevant countries.
As some criminals have fled and been abroad for a long time, tracking them down is hard.
We need the cooperation of the International Criminal Police Organization and the countries the fugitives are in. This is not a question that can be solved by one country alone, but we have the determination. No matter where the criminals fled to, no matter how long they have been on the run, we will not stop the chase unless all of them have been brought back.
And the results speak for themselves. So far, China has signed 121 bilateral treaties involving 66 countries, including extradition treaties with France and Italy. Wang Tongxuan, CCTV.
And how has China implemented a declaration on fighting corruption, which was adopted by APEC members last year? Tang Bo finds out.
China's global hunt for 100 corruption suspects is the latest phase in a campaign known as Operation Skynet. The initiative was launched in March to crack down on deep-rooted graft. Previously, a major difficulty was the lack of extradition or judicial assistance treaties with the countries where the fugitives had fled, but things seem to be changing. And that thanks to the Beijing Declaration on Fighting Corruption, adopted last year at the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Forum.
Current international cooperation in fighting corruption mainly focuses on individual cases. It's costly and inefficient due to different legal systems among APEC members. But the declaration will help pave the way to found a regional anti-corruption law and boost the negotiations on signing extradition treaties among all members.
The APEC members adopted the declaration to fight corruption through extradition and judicial assistance and more flexible legal measures. The declaration created an informal network for sharing information among anti-corruption and law enforcement authorities in the Asia-Pacific region based in Beijing. Government statistics show China has brought home more than 600 corruption fugitives this year. That includes 17 of the 100 most wanted, and all APEC members benefit.
Each member has its own legal system, so the declaration and its information sharing network will be able to help all members boost anti-corruption cooperation, exchange investigation techniques, and improve mutual understanding in regards to law enforcement. Fighting corruption is no longer an internal issue only.
China has concluded more than 30 extradition treaties and 50 criminal judicial assistance treaties with other countries. However, no such treaties have been made with the US, Canada, and Australia, the 3 major destinations preferred by Chinese corruption fugitives. Experts say the anti-corruption network needs stronger support at a time when countries in the region are becoming more and more interdependent. Tang Bo, CCTV, Beijing.